Hi everybody and welcome to tip 3 of our Back to School Moodle series. In this series you're going to learn a bunch of tips that will allow you to use Moodle more efficiently in your classroom. In this tip we're going to learn how to upload a file. This feature is one of the most widely used on Moodle because you can upload a whole bunch of different files. You can upload your syllabus, you can upload photos, you can upload pretty much anything, PowerPoint slides, anything that's going to enhance your class and will allow you to use it as a tool in your classroom. So to start, there are two ways that you can upload a file. The first is one that's very fast and it's just a drag and drop method. So that's the one that we're going to do first. In order for you to use this sort of feature, you have to turn your editing button on. And you'll see when you do it, this little yellow box come up that says drag and drop files onto course. So in order for us to do that, we're going to move this over a bit so I can see my files on my computer. And I'm going to select this file here. I'm just going to drag it. And you'll notice that when I do that, I get this dotted box that says add files here. And I can do this, I can drop it in any topic or any week that I want. And don't worry if you drop it into the wrong topic because you can always move it later. But we're going to put it in week 2. I'm just going to drop it there. And that's it, and it loads. Now the title of the file will be whatever the file name is. If you want to change it, you can click the little editing icon here to edit the title and make it whatever you like. I will tell you that when you go into the settings here, if you go in to update it for any reason at all, the description box, when you normally create a file or you create something on Moodle, by default you have to add a description. When you're dragging and dropping, it allows you to add it without a description. But when you go in and if you edit it at any point, you'll notice this box is empty. So you'll have to fill it out before you save it. And if you don't, it won't let you save it because it's a mandatory thing. So I'm just going to copy and paste what it says here just for tutorial purposes. But that only happens if you go into the actual file and try to edit it. So when you change it, you just press save and return to course, and it'll allow you to go back to the main screen here. So the other way that you would add a file is you would click on add an activity or resource, and you'll get this add an activity or resource menu that comes up, and you scroll down all the way under resources and you select file. Click add, and then you'll see a box which is the exact same box that we just looked at before when we went in to update the file that we dragged and dropped. So for this name, we can name it the same exact thing. So let's say I just want to name it syllabus. And again, I can make it, I have to put a description because it's red and there's an asterisk. So Moodle is telling me it's something I must do. So you can make this as detailed as you want. You can, for other things like other resources that you post for students, let's say you post an article for them or you post a photo for them, you want to make sure that the description is decent because you want them to know what they're looking at and what you want them to do with that resource that you're giving them. In this case, a syllabus is pretty self-explanatory, so the student is going to know, okay, this is my syllabus, that's what I'm looking at, I know what to do with that. So I'm not going to write a big description, I'm just going to copy and paste what I have here on my name, but it really does depend on the type of file that you're trying to upload. So now it's time to add our file to our page here. And under content, you have the option here to click add. And you want to make sure on the left-hand side, upload a file is highlighted. Normally it is by default, but I always say it just so you double check in case you're not seeing the screen in front of you. So we'll click browse and we just want to look at our files here. And let's just click on this Intro to Moodle session and press open. And then you'll see that you have your document here. You don't have to save it as anything. You can actually leave everything exactly the way that it is and press upload this file. And now our Word document is going to show up in here. And keep in mind, you can only upload one file at a time this way. You would have to add it, save and return to course, and then add another file if you had additional ones, the same way you added this one. When you drag and drop, you can drag and drop multiple files at once. So there is a little bit more of an advantage of doing it that way if you're comfortable using that method. So once you've added your file, you want to scroll down and click Save and Return to Course. And you'll see our syllabus has appeared right here on our screen. And that's it. That's how you upload a file onto Moodle. I hope you enjoyed this tip and you find it useful and that you'll use it in your classroom. Please tune in again tomorrow for tip number 4 in our Back to School Moodle series. Have a great day.